so empty like sky.
Recently I had to make dessert for a big group of people and I wanted to do a twist on one of my favorites, Leches. So I added some rose and cardamom to it and it came out amazing. I'm going to share that with you today. Rose, cardamom, Leches. You're going to start with your favorite yellow cake mix. You can use a box, I won't judge you. You can use whatever recipe you really like. I'm just going to add the ingredients we need. Some water, oil, 3 eggs. The twist we're gonna put on this cake mix is we're gonna add a little bit of ground cardamom. I would say about a half teaspoon. You don't wanna go crazy with it. Ready to get my biceps working. Now we're gonna break up this cake and display it in some cups. So I like baking it on a big sheet pan so it bakes quicker and it's easy to chop up. I give my pan a few taps before I put it in the oven. That helps get any air bubbles out so those don't end up in your cake. I have my oven preheated and we're gonna throw it in there. While the cake is baking in the oven, we're gonna make the milk blend that we're gonna soak the cake in. All right, 3 leches, so 3 different milks. We're gonna start with evaporated milk, sweetened condensed milk, and heavy cream. All right, we're gonna whisk this all together. The sweetened condensed milk is thick, so you just wanna make sure you incorporate it with the other milks properly. Okay, here's where we're gonna add the magic. We have some rose water. That is what's gonna make this taste amazing. Okay, and listen, this is really strong, so you don't wanna go crazy with it. A little too much rose and that's all people are gonna taste. So just very gentle, about a tablespoon. We're gonna do the cardamom again, so we have kind of 2 layers of it, one in the cake and one in the milk. About a half a teaspoon. And the last thing we're gonna do is whip up some heavy cream so that we have some whipped cream to layer in the 3 leches. You want really cold, heavy cream. That's gonna allow it to really get a lot of volume and whip up really quickly. If you wanna use a whisk, you can. You're just gonna be whisking for a long time. If you have a whisk attachment that looks like this, that's a little wider, this really helps get a lot of air in there. The cake is done now. It's nice and firm and bouncy if you just push your fingers down on it. And we stuck a little toothpick in there and it came out clean. We're just gonna let it cool for a little. All right, our cake is cooled. We're gonna just chop it up roughly now so we could put it into our glasses. Now this is just a nicer way you could display 3 leches. You don't have to do it in glasses. You could do it in whatever container you like.
So empty like sky.
All right guys, we're all done with the rose cardamom 3 leches. Look how pretty it turns out. I hope you make it for your guests and they really enjoy it, and then you could share the recipe with them.
So empty like sky without any sun.
I'm not gonna wait, I have to dig in and try it. Big bite. It's so perfect. You guys have to try it and make it for yourselves.